Hi friends, Carla here. I just wanted to do some chit-chatting, girl talking today. I swear I keep thinking that in that case it was, but this right here on my shirt makes me think my bra's hanging out. But anyway, so I told you I would come to you unfiltered and a few other things. So the fact that I'm on camera looking like this is leaps and bounds for me because I don't typically want to be seen. And that's one of the things I wanted to talk about in this video is women and our body image and just our constant dislike of the way that we look. I have 3 daughters and a son, and one of my 3 girls recently got engaged. And a couple days went by and she hadn't posted any pictures. So I said, it wasn't Facebook legal, official. And so anyway, I was like, aren't you going to post your engagement? And she said, well, I will, but I didn't like it the way I looked at any of the pictures. And that just broke my heart. It just broke my heart. And of course, being the mama that I am, I said, honey, please do me a favor and figure out a way to just not care about that stuff. Because it's a terrible way, I didn't say all this to her, but it's a terrible way to spend your whole life. And most of us do, most women do. We spend our whole life criticizing, critiquing every picture, every video, and those are memories. And so you fast forward to when you're my age. I am 61. I'm proud of it. I've earned every wrinkle and dark circle. I actually have more dark circles than wrinkles, but I have some wrinkles and I definitely have some dark circles and a lot of other issues about my body that I don't love, or my face or what have you. But at this point in my life, I realize how ridiculous it is. And more than anything, I realize how many memories throughout my lifetime I don't have to look back on because I didn't like the way that I looked in the picture, or I'm so bad. I just went and saw my 84-year-old mother a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. She's not going to be here forever. And did I take a picture? I did not take one stinking picture, not one. And it's because I am not in the habit of taking pictures because I never like the way that I look in them. And a lot of other people that I might be taking pictures of don't like the way they look in them. And so I just have gotten completely out of the habit where it is not an instinctual thought in my brain to take pictures. And I so regret that I just saw my mother and I did not take a single picture of she and I together or of just her. And so I just want to say to women out there that stop it. Take the damn picture. Who cares what you look like? I really mean it, truth. Believe me, when you get to my age, you realize how much of your life you wasted worrying about that. I probably care maybe too little at this point in my life about how I look. I mean, don't get me wrong. I still get up and do my makeup and my hair and all that good stuff before I go to work. I do. I don't want to scare people. But when I'm home on the weekend by myself, or even if I go out in public, I mean, I comb it, my face is washed, my teeth are brushed, I mean, obviously I'm bathed, but I'm not doing all the makeup and fixing my hair. My hair goes back in a ponytail. I was off today. That's why we got this. It rained tremendously an hour or two ago, and so now I got the frizz because I have very curly hair, and I got the frizz. I mean, we could go on and on and on and on, but so what will my daughter do? She'll set up the picture. She'll set up the moment. And it's just not the same. It's not the same. She's always going to know that's not the actual moment. And that's fine. If she's happier with those pictures, that's fine. I said my little quick piece. Please find a way in your heart and your life to not worry about that and just take the pictures. And then I told her I loved her and shut my mouth and moved on. But it does break my heart that women we are that way, that we feel that way, that we are so concerned with how we look. What matters is that moment that, so he came and asked myself, and he went and asked her father for permission to ask her to marry him, which we gave it. I'm crafting, by the way. I'll circle back to that in a minute. And and so that was very sweet and all the good things. And so we all knew that he was going to propose. And so his parents, his family, and our family, I mean, his family did the whole party, but we all knew about it. We were all there, her sisters, you know, her best friend. We were all there. So when they walked in the door, the only notice that she had was when they pulled up to the house and saw cars there. So when they walked in the door, it was surprise, we're all here because we're all celebrating your engagement. And that's the moment that you want. The pictures that we took standing over there as we were all in emotion, we were in the moment and in the emotion of the fact that these two just got engaged. Those are the pictures that you want to look back on. Even if your hair looks weird or your dress didn't fit the best or whatever the case may be, I am literally picking dried glue out of the top rim area of this big old honkin' jar of Gorilla Wood Glue because it's been sitting for a little bit since the last time I crafted with it. And so, oh Lord, there's a whole film all over the whole thing. Okay, this might be a little more involved than I was originally thinking. Okay, I got it. But anyway, sorry. I probably should have put on my intro to this page that I will squirrel on you all a lot. I will absolutely squirrel because I'm 61 years old and I don't even think it's an age thing. Truthfully, I think it's a person thing. I do, whoops, kick the camera. I do think that it's a female thing. I truly do. And I don't mean to offend any men out there that might be watching, but here's the thing. In most cases, in my experience, in most of my friends' situations, women handle a lot of the stuff. We handle ourselves, our life, our anything, you know, doctor's appointments, all the things to do with us personally. Then we handle the stuff with the kids. We handle the stuff with the house, the shopping, the bills, a lot of time, you know. And we also manage, I should say manage rather than handle, that's a better word. And then we manage husbands in a lot of cases. So we're doing us and our jobs, our kids and their school, and maybe their jobs, medical appointments, all the things. Then we're doing our household overall. Then we're doing our spouses or significant others. And I just think that women have so much crap going on in that brain of ours, squirrel, that we are easily misdirected or directed off in another direction, so that, you know, that's what pops in your brain in that moment, and that's where your brain goes, and then you have to circle back to where you were. So that's going to happen from time to time. Just bear with me. Hopefully before too long you'll find it an endearing quality about me. If not, I'm sorry, but it is just the way that it is. So anyway, back to the original point being that I'm just saddened that my daughter, who is a beautiful girl, she's not fat, she's got beautiful brown hair and gorgeous brown eyes, and she's got a beautiful smile, and there's nothing wrong with any of the pictures, but she doesn't feel confident in them and doesn't want to officially post them to announce her engagement. And I definitely understand it because I have been there and done that. But Lord knows, I sure wish that she didn't feel that way. And I just want women out there to stop it. Just take the picture, keep that memory. You don't have to show it to anybody if you don't want to. I know my question was about posting it on Facebook, but I mean, you can pick the best one and post one picture. You can pick there was a picture she sent me of her hand with the engagement ring on. She could post that one. I've got glue all over my fingers and my trash can is over there, and I don't want to jump out of frame to throw it away. So I'm sitting here like, okay, this was not smart, Carla. What are you going to do with that while you're still trying to talk and make a video? So anyway, now let's switch gears and I will tell you a couple of things. Since y'all are new to me and you don't know me, I want to explain this. First of all, it's my little crafting sign. I don't know if you can read it or not, but I enjoy crafting. And along with the squirrel theme, sometimes it just happens. That's not what I was doing right now. It's not what I came in here to do. But then that's what ended up happening, because I'm like, okay, so I'll make a video. I'll work a little bit on the craft. I'll do some gluing. That's got to dry. I'll do some staining. That's got to dry. So first, behind me, I started to say formally, but I guess I'm not officially technically 100% out of it yet. But I did sell paparazzi jewelry. So that's why you see that behind me, because I haven't yet had a chance to take that down off the wall and find a nice picture or what have you that I would like to hang behind me. So for right now, because I didn't want to wait, I wanted to go ahead and put some video out there, get some content to you. So I just thought, why wait? That's just, go for it. That's what I'm starting to realize as I grow older each year in my life. Life is short. Do the things you want to do. Take the walk. Eat the food, obviously within reason. I'm not saying just go crazy, but I'm just saying, live your life. Because, tomorrow's not promised to anybody. So you just never know. So I thought, what would I rather do? Wait, and maybe it ends up being a couple of days or a week before I get that down and put something in its place? Or do I just want to go ahead and make the video with it up there, tell y'all real quick what that's about, and then move on? So that's what I did. So, crafting. I have those little Dollar Tree Jenga blocks. They're not actual Jenga blocks. They're called Tumbling Tower with Dollar Tree, but they're basically the Jenga game. And so I use those blocks a lot to craft. Crafting is my mental health therapy. It's very relaxing. I guess that I'm an artistic person, so I like to make things or just do things. I like to paint a little. I dabble in some different things. I'm good at some, not so great at others, but it's still fun. So anyway, right now I am actually just making myself in my bedroom where I do my makeup and stuff in the morning. I have a little vanity, and off to one side is a little stand type thing that I have something sitting on. So I need a little tray. This is just going to be the bottom, and it's going to have the sides that I can put my hair care products and my deodorant. It's going to sit right there. All my stuff will be in it, nice and neat and organized, so it doesn't look junky or messy, and it's not up on the top of the vanity taking up valuable real estate on the top, because I'm not a neat freak by any stretch of the imagination. If you could look around and see my surroundings, you would know I'm not a neat freak, but I like things to be kind of orderly. Right now, what I am going for in my life is efficiency. Like, I want to get up and get ready for work, and the things that I need are right there, and when I'm done with them, I put them back, so I'm not constantly going and having to pick things up and re-clean and reorganize. I just want things to run smoothly and effectively and make my life a little bit easier, so that's the goal. And so that's one thing that I'm making. I'm also working on a Mod Podge project. Like, this has to dry now that I glued it, so I can move to this. I'm making a birthday present for my friend who happens to love ocean, lake, river. She grew up in a shrimping family on the water. So this is the closest that I could get. I'm not going to use all the things. She does do the crabs. Can you see the crab? Okay, here's the crab on the back. She does catch crabs. She does some crabbing. So that's going to be Mod Podged onto this. And then the little school of fish, I'll Mod Podge onto that. And then inside is going some sand and some blue sand and Anyway, I'll show it to you over the course of working on it so you can see what I'm doing. The first thing I'm seeing that I need to do before I do anything is go wash this sucker because it has gotten very dirty and I certainly don't want to Mod Podge it with anything like that. When I get this all done and put together and the sides and everything built, then I'm going to stain it so that it will be a pretty, instead of the raw wood. And that's what I'm working on today. And so I'm just kind of doing a combination of things. That's how I work. That's how I roll. For whatever reason, that's how I roll. I'm going to work on this a little bit. Now that glue needs to dry, so I'm going to put it aside, move to the next thing, and then I'm going to put that aside and go price some items to put in. I do have a booth that my jewelry and a lot of other items are in, like what I was talking about in an earlier video, like a thrift shop type place but it's a large, big building that's got multiple, maybe even as many as 100 or so booths, different people selling different things. And in mine, I have household items, home decor, pictures, artwork, if you want to call it that, rather than pictures, and some of my jewelry, a lot of my jewelry actually, but I am not going to be doing the jewelry anymore. I've done that for quite a few years now, and I think it's served its purpose, and I think I've lost my luster with it at the moment. So I'm probably going to sell some of it off at a discount and then give some as gifts to friends and family, and then just be done with that. All right, guys, well, that's it for today. I need to go wash this thing so that I can Mod Podge some stuff on it. Now, I might make a video of that and post that a little bit later, but for right now, I've got to go wash that because I can't do anything with it the way it is. And again, friends, ladies, husbands with daughters, wives, we got to teach our women not to have bad body image. Everybody's beautiful in their own way. There's a song. Everything is beautiful in its own way. All right, guys, talk to you later.